As targeted social engineering attacks on the LinkedIn platform and LinkedIn profiles are becoming more and more common, I wanted to walk you through one of the recent ones that I encountered, and hopefully it'll give you an idea of what to look out for so that you will not fall victim to one of these type of attacks. So the first thing I noticed was an email notification from LinkedIn. I received a message from someone. The message was in an in-mail message format from an attractive young woman by the name of Isabel asking to connect. This seemed relatively innocent at first, but so let's take a look at the actual profile. One of the first things I immediately noticed about Isabella's profile was that she was an attractive woman and only had one connection, which seemed quite suspicious. This was 2 days ago, and apparently she now has 2 connections. Her profile also says that she's the director of IT. So there we have immediately 2 big red flags. Unless she just created her LinkedIn profile within the past few days, it would be very unlikely that she only has 1 or 2 connections. First of all, as an attractive woman, she will receive a lot of connection requests. I'm not trying to stereotype or trying to be sexist, but it's just the facts that people like to connect and associate with attractive people. So second, as IT director or director of IT, almost anyone in that position will have a lot of connections on LinkedIn. They're typically going to be work colleagues, associates from previous places of employment, and of course, there's going to be a lot of vendors that are usually trying to connect with the director of IT to be able to influence purchasing decisions. So again, very unlikely that the director of IT would only have 1 or 2 connections. But let's just assume that maybe, just maybe, Isabel just created her LinkedIn profile, and that's the reason why she only has 1 or 2 connections. But in that case, wouldn't it be odd that her immediate second connection request would be, to me, a complete stranger that she never met or never had any interactions with? Okay, well, let's see what else we can find. Now, Isabella claims to be employed by an IT company out of California. Looking at the company's LinkedIn profile, we found several suspicious looking LinkedIn profiles. To take a look at one of them, let's take a look at Michal's profile. It's a picture of an attractive woman, and she also holds the position of director of IT. And surprise, she has the exact same description in her about section. And in addition to that, she also has the exact same employment and educational history. Well, isn't that odd? Okay, well, let's take a look at another profile. We found another profile. This one belongs to Vivian. Now, Vivian also has a picture of a very attractive woman, and job description, she's the director of IT as well, and only some variation in the about description. And if we're looking at the education and employment history, we see similar patterns, but a slight variation of that. So now we can see we have 3 profiles that all seem to be very similar and all have that same pattern. Now, these are some of the red alerts, some of the things that you want to look out for when deciding if you want to accept a LinkedIn request and being able to determine if that is an authentic individual or if that is potentially someone trying to spoof you with a fake profile and conduct some type of social engineering. Now, to be fair, these companies are usually not aware that fake profiles are being created and that their companies' reputations are being used to assist in creating these fake profiles and assist in social engineering attacks. The problem with LinkedIn in its current implementation is that there are no mandatory verifications of employment. And this means that for the most part, you can create a LinkedIn account and you can claim to be employed at almost any company that you would like. And there's no verification process for that. So that's really the scary thing. Hopefully this was informative and will help you to be able to identify any fake profiles here on LinkedIn. As always, be safe and be secure.